give this book 3.85. I was very, very precise. This is the final book, the final book in the trilogy. This is a mass paperback size. It is tiny, but it's so cute. It's so cute. So, it's raining. So this book is almost 600 pages, and at the 200 page mark or less, I didn't want to read anymore. I wasn't really feeling this book. It's definitely my least favourite in the trilogy. It is a high fantasy YA series. There is a subplot of romance for people that love romantasy. It definitely doesn't focus on the romance, which I love. I prefer fantasy books with like a subplot of romance. That's what I love. Sprinkle in the romance, but not too much. Be light-handed with the sprinkle. I do enjoy these characters. The plot is really interesting in this one. The second book, we were preparing for war. The third book, we were in war. I enjoyed it, but obviously I just was not feeling reading this anymore. It was losing me. It had me. With me, without me. And it was definitely without me. It was not there. It follows the main character, Karu, and she is kind of between two worlds. In one world, she's a human work girl. She's going to college for art. She goes through this door that takes her into this workshop with her family, her found family. They're not actually her family. And Brimstone, which is her kind of like father figure, dad, he tells her to go on missions, collect this for me and this and this, and this door leads her to different countries. One time she's in Morocco, Prague, England, Paris. She can go anywhere. And there's this really big divide between Chimeria and the angels. What were they called? As seraphs, but I think the seraphs are the army angels, fighting angels, I think. So we go about that. There's tensions rising among them. And yeah. Oh god, I can feel the oil. God. So yeah, it's definitely my least favourite of the trilogy, which is sad because you really want to go out with a bang. But the saving grace for this series for me is the two side human characters, the two friends of Karu. They were like the comedic relief that was needed. And yeah, I enjoyed them a lot. So that was the first book I read. And girlies, we were going into a reading slump. Not a reading slump. I don't want to read books anymore. I Yes, I give this 4 stars. This one was about mermaids, and you know, the main characters, these group of girls who are in a summer camp, and they are like badass. They're badass. They're fighting animals that are crazy, and there's magical elements to this, and they're helping the mermaids in this one. And yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed the first chapter because it went over the girls and their first time in camp ever, and that was really wholesome to see, like, them become friends. But yeah, I enjoy that graphic novel series. It's a very fun, easy, light-hearted read, and it took me 40 minutes to read it, which is good. The next book is an audio. So the next few ones are audios, but I have them physically. This is a reread. As we know, as if you've been watching my book videos for a while, I am getting through my physical TBR, and this one book has been on my TBR for 5 years. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 years. So I've been rereading this series to get to the last book. This one is the 3rd book in a quartet, 4 books, and this is my reread. This book came out in 2018. So the last time I read this book was 2018. So it was. A Reaper at the Gates by Sabotinger. Yes, I think when I first read this book, I gave it 4.5 stars. In my book, I've given it 4 stars, but I'm gonna stay with my original rating of the book because that's how I felt when I read it for the first time. This is the 3rd book in a YA fantasy series. The first one is An Ember in the Ashes. Is that anywhere? Those two. An Ember in the Ashes and A Torch Against the Night. It is a very, very good fantasy series to get into if you're getting into fantasy, YA fantasy, or yeah, if you're getting into fantasy, this is a fabulous series to read. But yeah, this one was good. Yeah, obviously I listened to it on audio. is a scholar family, but her brother is part of the rebellion because the Empire and the scholars, they're not good together. The Empire kill loads of scholars, they kill rebels, sympathizers, they kill rebels. So there's Jin in this. There's, you know, the first book there is trials, because Elias has to go through some trials as part of his schooling experience, and that was very good. Yeah, I recommend this series. I do. The next book I read physically, the last book I read physically, was the last book I had from the library that I owned. How is my hair? God, I don't know. It is The Grey's Year by Kim Legit. Jesus, I am dyslexic. I have speech problems. This is a YA dystopian from back in 2019, I want to say. It was very popular back in the day. I give this book 3.75 stars. So I was still not in my reading era. I'm still not, but we will get to that later. And so yeah, YA dystopian. I love a dystopian. Love a dystopian book so much. I want more dystopian books, like new adult dystopian, YA dystopian. Just give me dystopian. Yes, this follows the main character. What is your name? Tierney. And she lives in this village, and this village is very, very odd. So when you come of age, I think 16 is the age, the girls are thrown into the woods to survive for a year to get rid of their magic. Their magic is basically like, God, they're like, I can't even describe it, but it's where the guys think that this girl is flirting with me, like she's doing her magic on me, when the girl is in fact not doing that, and she's just being and doing what she wants, but the guy thinks that she just wants me and all that. So the guys want the women to get rid of their magic, so they throw them out to the woods. It's very much an eye-opener book. It's like this could be our world, besides like the men throwing us to the woods to survive for a year. The men want the women pitted against each other, which is seen in this book. So many characters I wanted to strangle because they were just feeding into the men, wanting the women to hate each other and for the men to always be on top. I will always love reading. I love reading. I enjoy doing it. People ask me all the time, like, how do you read so much? It's because I pick up a book and not my phone. If you look at your screen time and see how much screen time you have, that could be used for reading, you know? It's very simple it's very simple, but obviously I don't have that much responsibilities in my life besides work, really, whereas other people have so many responsibilities and cannot read that much. Where am I going with this? What am I talking about? Yeah. Yes. So 4.5, very good ending. I can see why people were crying with this, but once again, I am emotionless towards books nowadays. Characters were lost in this book, and it was needed, and it was a good choice of characters to get, to kill off. It was a very good ending. Yep. The final book I read this month, actually, let me tell you, it is Monday currently. The 1st of August is Friday, so I'm filming this many days ahead of the game. I'm worried that my microphone is not connected. If it's not, very sad. What was I saying? Yeah, what was I saying? I can't remember what I was talking about. Anyways, next book. The next book I read, I listened to an audiobook also, and I physically read it properly. I've probably read 80 pages of it physically, but the rest I listened to it. And ladies and gents, this is the final book on my physical TBR. I have 0 books on my physical TBR. Nothing. Let me know if you want a video on like how to reduce your TBR. Even though, honestly, just keep your TBR. If you have so many books to read that you still own, it's fine. There's literally no problem with it. It's just, it becomes a problem if you feel like it's a problem. But if you're okay with it, there's no problem. Anyways, the next book I read, the last book I read, was Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. was nice to see his games. It was really nice to see his games and to see like the ties between Katniss and Katniss's family and Haymitch and stuff. I didn't cry. I can see why people did cry, for sure. But I am an emotionless bitch, so I did not cry. When was the last time I cried at a book? I don't know. Maybe like a Christian Hannah book. They always get me. They always get me. But yeah, I really enjoy this book. But I am not in the right frame of mind, apparently, to rate books on how I actually feel at the moment. I would have given this book a 3.5. I honestly didn't feel that connected to Luella. Was that her name? No, that's not her name. What was Haymitch's lover? Lenore. Not Luella. Lenore. I didn't feel that connected to her, to be honest. But I love Haymitch. I love Haymitch. Love him. So yeah, that was the last book I read. Oh God, I read in July. I haven't picked up a book since that. I finished that on Friday, and I haven't picked up a book since, because I'm trying to see if I can get the spark back, but I've been feeling this way for definitely over a year, where I just have not ever felt like giving a book 5 stars. I haven't felt a 5 stars besides like my reread of Throne of Glass. I felt it with Kingdom of Ash. That book always hits. Like I didn't even feel it with releasing 10 by Chloe Walsh, the newest release, and I love that series. I don't know what's happening to me, but I'm thinking like I need a break. But I love reading. I read so I don't go on my phone. My screen time has been an atrocity, because I don't know what else to do at night. Yeah, it's weird. It is weird. What else was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Emotion-filled. I don't know, I'm in a weird mood. I'm in a weird mood. Hopefully this video is not too long. It probably is. And I only had 6 books to talk about. But yeah, I haven't been feeling books. Audibly. I can do it. Physically, no. I just haven't been connecting to them. Oh, this is what I was going to say. Like, you'd think I need a break, but I took a break last year when I was gone for the summer. That was me not reading for 2.5 months. And it's not there. It's not there. I want to go back to 2020 me, because I was giving every book 5 stars. 5 stars. And nowadays, if you get above a 3.5, you're doing good. And I have definitely become a more critical reader, 100%, because I've read so many books. I've become more critical, as it happens to everyone. But this is too much. Like, bitch, you need to give a book 5 stars, but I just have not got that feeling. Will I get that feeling ever again? Who knows? It's not a good time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this